Okay, today I'm here with,
Brandy Hells,
and okay,
aka Mom.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions about psoriasis. Um, when did you have your first flare up?
I got my first flare up after I had my third child. You.
Okay, do you know why you had that flare up?
I think it was because I had two kids that were really close. My body didn't have enough time to kind of like heal all the way together, and so whenever you were developing, it just took a lot. So I believe that's where.
Okay. Do you have history in your family of
I have
psoriasis?
history in my family of like dry skin, allergies, hives, things like that. So I think that uh, my dry skin developed into it as well. So I think it's just a couple different things that came into play, and then
Um,
the element.
so how long did you have psoriasis? 18 years.
Well, let's see. I've had it for 18 years. A little
um,
over 18 years.
how did it affect you physically?
Oh, physically, it affected the way I sleep. It affected the way that I dressed. It also affected the way that I did my hair. Let's see. It itched really bad. It burned really bad. When the flare ups were like at first, when I first was getting the flare ups, they itched really bad and they burned really bad. And then as time went on, and I kind of learned home different home remedies, then it started to kind of like be more bearable.
And like, what were the main places and symptoms that you had?
It was Mine is plaque psoriasis, so it was just kind of like an overgrowth of skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I had different places on, mainly on the back of my legs, and let's see, on my elbows, and on like the bottoms of my arms right here. And also, for a period of time, like when it first started, it was like right here on the scalp, like right here in the crown of my scalp, and it itched really bad. And so as far as my scalp, it was like I, you know, I believe I damaged like some hair follicles and stuff because
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit thinner on the top than what it was before.
What did you do to maintain flare ups?
Oh my gosh. I started with cabbage leaves. I would boil them down, make them soft, and then try to put them around my legs to try to pull out whatever it was that was making it itch. Let's see, I did a whole bunch of home mixtures with different essential oils, and let's see, I would use, oh gosh, there was there was some medication that I could have used, but they're called biologics, and I was afraid to use them because they inject them into your body, and I wasn't too sure about what it was that they were injecting. So at first I tried a lot of topicals. So it was like heavy Vaseline feeling like ointment, and that would just make my skin itch more because it was just like I was just plastering it on there. And then I found some stuff from a company called Leo Pharmaceuticals, and the medication was called Taclinex, and that was like a breakthrough because when I got that medication, I actually had like semi-clear skin, like where maybe like 70% of my body was covered with psoriasis. When I started with the Taclinex, it made me brought it down to like 40% of my body. So it was relieving of it relieved the itching and the burning, and it went away. So
Okay. Do you still have flare ups?
no, I don't. Um, I haven't had a flare up in 2 years actually, and it's because of a medication that decided to start taking, which was the biologics that I wouldn't take 10 years ago. I guess I probably should have, but I was just afraid to take them. I don't know why, but so finally I met a new doctor, dermatologist downtown, Dr. Hoover, plug in, big up. But, and, you know, I told him how I felt, how it was messing with my mental health, how it was messing with my physical ability. And, you know, he assured me that the Skyrizi was not going to make me grow a third head or anything like that. Or, you know, just be sick internally, because I thought it was going to mess with like my insides. But I feel fine. I've been taking it for like a year now. And I just inject it every 3 months into my thigh. Well, we inject it. But yeah, I am very happy with the medication. Very happy.
Okay. Did having psoriasis affect you mentally, and how did you overcome it?
Oh yeah, it affected me mentally because I didn't want to go anywhere. And not that I was depressed, but I was just more worried about what my skin looked like and people looking at it and saying things, because it wasn't attractive at all to me. And so it just played a little on my mental, because I didn't feel as beautiful as, you know, I did prior to the outbreak. So, you know, that was something to deal with. But really after a while, like really at first it really messed around with my mental, but then after a while, I would say after 8 years of having it, it was like, okay, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said, when I met the new doctor, the new dermatologist, and we got this new medication, you know, I don't have it anymore, and I don't. The main thing is not itching and it's not burning anymore, and I could sleep through a whole night. I'm not scratching my scalp and scratching ears, so it's a lot more. It's way more bearable.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.